Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, hit that thumbs up button as you're tuning in, and of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing as you watch throughout the video. Two quick announcements before we jump into today's recap. First, remember guys, if you are looking to join MMU, coupon code MADNESS is coming to an end in honor of March Madness here in the States. So be quick as time is winding down. Time is winding down for the gold and or silver package. So again, code MADNESS for those of you still looking to join. Second announcement, our second virtual meetup will be this Saturday at 1 p.m. right? This Saturday. So if you think it happened already, it didn't. And just this is a quick look at what it looked like, right? We are pushing for webcams. Last time I allowed people without webcams. This time that's not going to happen. If you do not have a webcam, sorry, but you cannot participate. It's just that simple. All right. You'll be audio only if you have no webcam. In fact, if you don't have if you don't have a webcam, you will not be able to join it. That's how firm we're gonna be with it this time. No webcam, no joining. All right. But yeah, we take turns going around sharing a little bit about who we are, our trade styles, what type of struggles and things we've been facing in our tradings, what we've been excelling at, these type of things. We also spoke a little bit about other businesses that we may have had going on at the time, which is great, of course, for networking. All right. So yeah, this is a quick look into how it was done. And so throughout the 2 hours that we went, we had different people come and go, and it was a good time. All right. This video, I still don't want to upload it to YouTube for personal reasons. I think, the privacy for the people at the point in time, a lot of things were discussed that, was just best left between us that was there. All right. So it's one of those things. If you miss it, you miss it. To jump into today's recap, PYXS, this is going on the no trade list from this point on. Done with this stock, Titanic to the depths. Break of yesterday's high. These are usually good entries. Break of yesterday's high. I will say I did miss a small pullback in this area here before it got over 350. Yesterday's high 349. I did miss this pullback here. If we remove the show trades, I did speak about this a little in the live stream. This area here would have been a good area to be in on the stock. Right here on this red candle, as it pulled back into the previous high at 329. Low right here, 328. It had a high of 340 at the time. Ideal. This is ideal to be in and looking for a slightly longer hold time to see if we get the break of 50, which does happen over a couple of minutes. But again, I would have still had to been disciplined to not sell early right here for, let's say, 10 to 15 cents, right? Which I do a lot of the times take the early gains. Now, it does work out, and it wasn't clean though. This is an entry that was more fundamental, right? A little bit more strength behind the entry in the pattern. It came up here and it was all over the place, man. This stock was messy. It would pop up, flush down, pop up, flush down, pop, flush, pop, flush, pop, flush. And I'm talking about flushing, right? Like from 14 over a few minutes, boom, down to 80. So, not good. And we didn't get the breakout of the wedge. So PYXS, we got caught against the spreads a couple of times, especially in this first area here, trying to get this move around 60 and 70 for the higher push. So PYXS, no good. Just, and it's really a little unfortunate that we traded it yesterday, still couldn't get green on it today. GBNH, one thing that's been happening to me too is my timing has been a little off. I've been missing entries, and for one reason or another, either I'm too dialed in or I move away, then I come back. This particular stock, I happen to come back, and I pull it up as fast as I could, and in the moment of me looking at everything, I start to look at this red candle here at the time for an entry, and I'm essentially just too behind. I'm on my heels. It starts to curl without me, and I'm like, are you kidding me? We go from a low here of 17 to a high of 26, and then it rips up to highs of 35. We barely got some trades in this area here, but you can see this candle is red. And so we just said, you know what, nah, we're not going to push it, right? Just 1,000 shares, I believe 500 shares, two trades. Okay, so we didn't get to see much there. We missed the bulk of the move. And this one was, in play a few days ago. We can see it had a halt up and, lighter volume and stuff like that. Ape and GameStop, I did attempt. And again, this is another, GameStop is another, well, AMC rather, AMC is another stock that I'm going to be a little late to the show. As I show up, I'm doing other work and these things, I look back, we're already halted up. I'm like, okay, not bad. But it would be nice to see it a little earlier if I'm actually here all, and that's the trade-off. If you're here 24/7 in front of your scans, you can spot this immediately right here, give yourself a chance to be in, and then especially being that this candle dips down, and then, capturing the move. I come all the way up here after the halt, and look at what happens after the halt. This. It's hard to be green when this is what you're dealing with. So it was just chop. It was just chop. You barely got $29 out of it. Not worth it, AMC, unfortunately. The best part of the move was already over before I got there. Ape, which was sympathy, didn't do any better. Again, the best part of the move was done before I got there, and here we are coming down, and no good. So that was essentially the day. It's a flat day. Yesterday, if we did what we needed to do, which was to not be red early, we would have ended yesterday green. It was, even if we had the loss we did on SI, which, the day in itself would have been totally different, because if I avoid the red to start, I would be more confident on SI. I mentioned yesterday in the recap, I was hesitant on certain areas for breakouts, sluggish and slow, not as confident to hold as long. All these things, it's like if I'm not as red, I feel like, it doesn't really affect me as much, because sometimes I do, right? As much as I try to keep that focus, sometimes naturally you hesitate, and then that's it, you're done, right? So yesterday should have been a green day, or at the worst case scenario, flat day. Flat, small green, small red, worst case scenario. But we ended down 800. Not good, not good. So today we did a much better job managing the risk early, and as a result, we're not going to see that type of red. Okay, we're not in the green where we need it to be, but avoiding the big red was also an important part of the day. And let's take a look at the archive, because we do have some footage here of some trades. And by the way, BKTX, I don't know if I want to keep that one for the classes, but there's an entry I can show you guys on that stock. I'll think about it here over time. Let's look at this short trade that I took on, I think, yeah, OSCR. And another thing too, now that I'm looking back at this, it's jogging my memory. I had areas where I was green, 10 cents, and not taking it off the table, expecting a slightly bigger move. So, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna take my gains off the table, man. Where is this trade? There's a nice short trade I'm gonna take. I think it was before this. No. Yeah, okay, here we go. So OSCR, it's having trouble at 50. I recognize that early. And I'm like, it needs a pullback. It needs a pullback. I'm trying to be confident here, trying to give it a chance to dip down and give the pullback that it needs, right? And this is one of those trades that I'm not gonna take off the table. So here we go. This is gonna come all the way down to about 32, and I'm not gonna be selling the entire thing. So again, we talk about leaving money on the table here. So there's 33. I'm up about 170 at one point down there, but I'm expecting it to pull back below 30. And so is this a good trade, right? From 45, from 45 to 33. It's more than good. It's more than good. What is that? 7 and 5? 12, 13 cents. 13 cents is a great trade for a nice quick scalp to the downside. So, this is one of the areas. There's another area I know for sure. And so, I sold the rest of break even. So instead of coming out with about 140 in gains, let's say, okay, let's say it bounces up as I'm trying to get out. Instead of coming out with 140, here I am up $47. And so, and the on top of that, the pullback is so quick right here, I don't get a chance to buy. And when I say buy, I mean cover and then buy to go long, right? Cover, take the winning trade on the short, buy back to then go long. I wanted to do that here, but again, expectations got the better of me. I thought we should have seen a break below 30, but sometimes you got to just accept what's happening real time. We can think anything. We can think, tomorrow I can say, hey, GameStop will go to 100. But if the screen is showing me, hey, GameStop is only going to go up 10 cents, then I need to do what the market is showing me. What type of story is the market telling? And I need to respect that in the moment and trade the market that I'm in, not the market that I want to be in. That is my issue right now, these last 2 days, right? I need to trade what's in front of me and accept what's in front of me, and I will do well. I will do well. So, again, there's another trade somewhere where I didn't do a great job locking it up. Let's see, did I take this pullback down here at 43? I can't remember. Let's see. So this candle comes down. I might have been looking at a 5-minute pullback here. It bounces up very quickly. Yeah, I think that might have been the case right there. Yeah. So watching for a 5-minute pullback, but then it bounces up very, very quickly. So I'm trying a few trades at 60. Okay, it does go. Where are we in here? 84. Yeah, guys, that was essentially the day. Once again, we could have done so much better, but we got to adjust a little bit, and we'll be all right. So the full archive, I'll post it. I forgot to post it earlier, so I'll post it right now for the MMU guys, the students. And yeah, that'll do it for this recap. It's been Relentless Trader. It's been a good 10 minutes here, and my thing is out of frame. I didn't even realize. Well, I guess we'll leave it in. Marcelo's gonna be cringing for me if he watches this. But hey, a recap with some background. This is my green screen, by the way, right? Let's not. Okay, maybe I'll break it. Let's not do it like that. But yeah, this is my green screen. But yeah, guys, take it easy, stay safe. I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hopefully for a better day in the markets. All right, stay safe. I am signing out.